Isang magandang Biyernes sa inyong lahat. Tama po, no? January 7, Friday. Okay, welcome po sa the first Friday of the year edition ng the stock market today. At I hope po nasa mabuti po kayong kalagayan. Tumataas po yung mga kaso ng mga COVID-related cases. Ano po? Ito po ang iyong lingkod, Benji Chidoro. Ako po ay isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. At ginagawa ko po itong report araw-araw na sinimulan ko po noong August of last year. I also report the latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. Kung gusto niyo po ng ganitong content, iniimbitahan ko po kayo mag-subscribe sa aking channel. Kung meron po kayong stocks na gustong ipa-review, paki-comment lang po sa comment box at aking ipa-prioritize. Ang ating financial news ay tungkol sa shortage ng coal. Indonesia had a ban on exporting coal. Kasama po ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, January 7, 2022, Friday, dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. So, punta po tayo sa ating financial headlines. At yung ating financial headlines ay galing sa BDO Securities. So, sa macro news, Philippine daily cases shoot up to 17,220. Positivity rate highest ever at 36.9%. Wow! Ingat-ingat po tayo mga kapatid. BSP to trim funding support to national government. And then Philippines lowers minimum investment hurdle for foreign retail enterprises. And then we have local firms prepare for impact of Indonesia coal export ban, which is our main news. Then DOE accelerates renewable energy development. So let's now go to our main news, which is from the business world. Local firms eye coal suppliers amid Indonesia's export ban. So the Philippine companies with coal-fired power plants are looking at tapping other sources of the fossil fuel as they brace for the impact of Indonesia's ban on coal exports. In the period of the ban, the scenario mapping shows no major disruptions taking place in our Aboitiz power coil plants. Aboitiz Power President and Chief Executive Emmanuel Rubio told the business world on Thursday via email, adding that the energy company supply on hand can stand above 30-day coal demand. Aboitiz Power is currently tapping coal suppliers from Australia and Russia, as these are the three top and four countries with most coal reserves aside from China, and we have enough inventory to meet the company's requirements. Meralco Power Gen Unit Global Business Power Corp, or GBP, has assured that existing supply is able to cover coal requirements for January and February. I think SCC is the main coal supplier here in the Philippines. So, abangan nyo lang po. Tingnan nyo lang po yung stock ng SCC, kasi mag-ship po yung demand from other sources at SCC po ang malamang mag-i-increase po yung pagbili ng local power generators dito po sa kumpanyang to. Nonetheless, we are looking at other sources should the ban extend beyond January. A representative of MGen, GBP told Business World in a Viber message on Thursday. GBP imports its coal supply from Indonesia and sources locally from Semirare Mining and Power in Mindoro. The company has not provided specific figures on the existing supply by the deadline. Meanwhile, San Miguel President Ramon Ang told Business World in a text message that he thinks the Indonesian Coal Exporters Association has a solution to the possible effects of the restriction globally, but didn't comment further. Indonesia said it plans to pause exports in January to secure coal supplies for domestic power plants. And President Joko Widodo on Monday warned miners would face sanctions if they fail to supply to local buyers, Bloomberg reported. However, there's still debate within the government over the proposal as producers want access to high-priced foreign markets, the report added. Back home coal accounts for more than half of the power generated in the Philippines in 2020, with imported coal having an 86% share of thermal energy used in the country. Of the coal imports, 96.88% are supplied by Indonesia, data from the DOE for 2020 show. Meanwhile, the Philippines in 2020 sourced a total of 42.7476 metric tons of coal, of which 69.51% were imported, while 30.49% were locally sourced. Okay, so that's our main news for the day. So ang main na gumagamit po niyan ay Aboitiz Power, and I think SM Global Power also uses that, plus yung merong unit ang Meralco which also uses coal, ano? But I guess the country should slowly shift to sustainable energy na. And welcome relief po yung pagpasok ng mga power generators like SPNEC. Okay? So before we proceed with the index, let me read to you some comments of our dear subscribers. Okay, sabi po ni Hans Velasco, Mac, please. And then, sabi po ni Ann A, advisable po ba itong URC for long-term investment? Kung ako po ang tatanungin ninyo, yes po, maganda po si URC. Maganda po yung fundamentals niya, pero mababa ang stock niya ngayon. Kasi po, kung titignan po natin yung kanyang fundamentals, tingnan natin, silipin natin si URC. URC per BDO SEC is fundamental price is 160 or about a 24% upside. Pero, long term po ito ha, mag-aantay po tayo dito. Okay, and then, sabi po ni Enrico Gonzalez, paki-include po ng KEEPR. Okay, sabi ni Mako Iuso, nice review, salamat po. And then, sabi ni Enrico Gonzalez, Sir, Thursday na. Okay po, noted po, yung kahapon po nasabi ko Wednesday eh. Pero this time, since January 7 is a Friday, di po ba? So, tama na po. Salamat po. And then, sabi po ni Enrico Gonzalez, ayan, okay, KEEPR. Sige po. Okay, so let's now go to the Philippine Stock Exchange and the Philippine Stock Exchange Index. Okay, let's look at the PSEI. It declined 74.41 points or 1.05% down to end at 7011.11. So down na naman po ang PSE. Ang ating market summary naman ay 136 declined, 51 advanced, while 46 remained unchanged. The all-share index also declined by 0.85%. All our sectoral indices are down, led by properties at 1.76%. So let's now go to the most active stocks. So we will be reviewing your request. So we have MAC, KEEPR, then the first four most active, ACEN, Ali, SECB, and TEL. Okay, so let's now go to our first stock. That's MAC. Connected to, sa Lushutan Group to, di ba? Yan. Green candlestick siya, pero bearish. Bearish po. Kasi under the candlestick po siya. Support po niya nandito. Kasi related po ito sa airline eh. Yan. Nasa 510 po yung pinaka-support level ni MAC. Red po ito dahil ang basis of comparison ng 517 is the previous day's closing price, no? Which was at 525. So, 8 centavos less ang closing. So, yan po. Ang pinaka-support nandito po sa area to. nasa 558. So just bearish to sideways po ang kanyang movement with RSI bearish at 40.64. Then after MAC, KEEPR. So si KEEPR naman ay, okay, so tignan po natin ang 15-minute chart. Hindi natin makita dito pagka ganito. So 15-minute chart po tayo. Yan, bearish po si KEEPR sa 15-minute chart. But I do my analysis based on a 1-day chart. So pagdating po dito, it has been moving downwards. Ang pinaka IPO nito is 150 I suppose, di ba? So tama, 150. So ngayon nasa 117. So some of you may be holding this for long-term investment. Okay, so pinaka masasabi ko lang po dito ay bearish po ang kanyang movement. Okay? But I cannot plot any support and resistance at the moment. Sa akin kasi ang tingin ko dito parang flat lang siya. Based on the 15-minute chart, nandito po sa 116, 122 to 116, but I cannot say for sure dahil 15-minute chart po ito. Okay po. Ang masasabi ko lang po ay bearish sentiment or bearish movement po si KEEPR. And then ACEN, balik natin sa 1 day. Yan, naku, bearish din si ACEN. So it's a bearish sentiment din. So ang pinaka-support po niya, ang previous support po niya nandito Yan, nasa 10.28. When I talk of support and resistance, hindi po to exact points. These are areas. And the next support, I'm actually sitting on support, ano? Dahil meron pong resistance dito na naging support. So, nasa 9.35 po yung pinaka-support niya. And it ended at 9.33. So, nasa support level po si ACEN. But bearish po siya dahil red, successive red candlesticks po siya. With RSI at 27, oversold na po si ACEN. Yun po ang aking take for ACEN. Yan po. So 10.28 po yung previous resistance na na-break. Naging 9.35 ang resistance po ngayon. Okay? And then after ACEN, Ali. Uy, bearish uli si Ali. Properties is on a bearish mode, ano? So nandito po ang pinaka-support niya nasa 3360 to 3370. Pero next support level nandito na po sa 3250 to 3260. So yung Ali po nasa 42 po yung kanyang RSI, 42 to 43. So bearish sentiment, and from the looks of the candlesticks, mukhang meron siyang head and shoulders to So, ito yung dalawang shoulders, isang head. Then another head and shoulders here, no? Yung tatlong to. Yan po. So, bearish po pagka head and shoulders ang formation ng stock. Okay po. So, pagka sinabi po nating head and shoulders pattern po ang stock, ay bearish po yung kanyang sentiment. Ang nakikita po natin dito, no? So nag-start po siya dito sa tatlong ito. And then finally, itong tatlong pang ito, no? Yan po ang tingin ko sa Ali. And then after Ali, we have SECB. Okay, naku. Si Security Bank, bagsak. Yan, support level po sa Security Bank, nasa 104 ang kanyang support level. Napaka-bleak naman ito. So, red engulfing candlestick po si Security Bank. And oversold na po, no? 23.40 ang kanyang RSI. So, yan po ang masasabi ko sa Security Bank. And looks like another head and shoulders pattern, ano? Kasi ito yung dalawang shoulder, ito at saka ito yung head. Or you can interpret it as this is the head and two shoulders here. Yan po. So bearish pattern po si Security Bank. And then finally we have TEL. Yan, si Tel. Konti lang yung binagsak niya, 26 pesos lang, no? Pero bullish pa rin po, under the candlestick pa rin po ang kanyang movement, ano? With our EMA 50 acting as our support. So, yung ating resistance, nandito po siya. Yan. Yan po yung pinaka-resistance niya. Or better yet, let's do another a parallel channel would be more fitting, ano? Yan. Okay, so yan pong pinaka-channel ni Dell with EMA 50 acting as our support. So kung titignan po natin, yung pinaka-resistance niya ay nandito sa 80.91. No? So 1981, sorry. Sa 1981 pinaka-resistance and support is close to the EMA 50. So bullish si Tel despite the red candlestick. Okay, so yan po ang ating report sa stock market January 7, Friday 2022. This is Benji Chodoro reminding you, mag-ingat sa COVID, mag-ingat sa scam, and investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay hanggang sa muli. Stay safe. God bless. Bye for now.